Get ready to rock out with your talk out. It's the Loudini Rock and Roll Circus. That's right, boys and girls. When you hear the guitar go, or I don't know what the guitar is doing. Not that. Boy, I completely screwed that up.
Okay. Take two, everybody.
In any case, whenever you hear the three chugs on the guitar, that can only mean one thing. That it is time for the Loudini Rock and Roll Circus. Not only do we rock out with your talk out, we'd like to jam out with your clam out.
I did not know that.
Yep.
See, I learn something new every podcast.
Whack out with your crack out.
There you go.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Wow.
Speaking of crack.
Yes?
You know, we listened to Eddie Murphy's thing on the Honeymooners.
Yes.
But did you ever, do you remember Dennis Leary's rant on crack? It's funny as fuck.
Oh,
it's really fucking funny.
I heard it, yeah.
it's really funny.
Yes.
But anyways, it is the Loudini Rock and Roll Circus. We are in the house today. You guys ready to do something fun?
Oh, Bones
Magoo is ready to rock out. That's his hot riff.
That is.
So we are here. We're ready to do it. We're going to have a good time, I think. Well, no, we always have a good time, right?
Have a good time.
That's one of the rules to live by.
Have a good time.
Viv Savage. Have a good time all the time.
Exactly.
If you're not having a good time, then you're doing something wrong.
Exactly.
But I'm serious. Like, you should try to have fun, even if you work a shitty job. If you can find, you know what I mean? Like,
something
if you find ways to kind of, kid around and make it something, you know? I think that that's saying a lot. If you can find a way to do that, I think you can really help yourself in life. So we are going to help you do that. Maybe you put this on while you're at work, and then you find out you get fired.
Well, that would be, if you can find something good in that.
Yeah.
There you go.
Today, you can get a job.
Right.
All righty. RockRageRadio.com. Download the free app. I'm just going to get this out of the way before we get too far into things. Download the free app at RockRageRadio.com. Why? Because it's great music programming 24/7. WolfsCustoms.online is where you go to get great custom artwork done on your musical instruments. Find them on social media. Wolf's Customs. Check out Chris Thunder Wolf Dodson. He is the head honcho.
Wolfie.
The HNNIC, and I will not say what that means. That's from a movie.
That is from
the movie.
We didn't say it. We're just
quoting the movie.
Exactly.
Oh, that's such a good movie too. With the guy the God from Evan Almighty, Morgan Freeman, and Robert Guillaume. Remember Robert Guillaume played Benson?
Yes.
Yeah, he's in that. I was like, I remember when that movie came. I was like, I thought it was so cool. You know, at that time Benson had been off the air for a while. I think Benson was another Norman Lear vehicle.
I think it was.
I think it might have been.
Yeah.
But anyway, Benson, at LoudiniRockandRollCircus.com, where all the Loudini needs can be met, where you will come away Loudinified, satisfied, and Loudinified.
Yes.
All right? So check that out at LoudiniRockandRollCircus.com. Seriously, guys, there's so much cool things there. There's all our merchandise. There is links to all our past episodes with interviews and things like that. There's, our YouTube archive. And access to our private Facebook group, so where I post funny little things for you, all y'all.
Silly stuff.
Keep all y'all happy. It's all music. There's no silly, nothing, no politics, or religion or bullshit. we disallow those. Nope. Anyways, other than that, we are all inclusive. You can wear a dress in there if you want. I don't give a shit.
Sure, yeah, why not?
As long as you got nice tits, I don't care.
Oh my!
I said tits.
You said the booby word.
Oh my God! Remember when music was all about tits?
Yes, the good old days.
Yeah.
I remember singing a lot of the songs at band camp. Yeah. That was, or I'm sorry. Oh, I screwed that joke up. I meant to say Bible camp.
Bible camp.
Not band camp.
Oh, Bible camp.
Oh, yes. Singing
The
songs
Bible
about
camp.
boobies.
The Bible. That's the book for me.
Yeah, baby.
All righty. So we are going to be getting into a fun topic. I've never done this. This is something new for the Loudini Rock and Roll Circus. We're going to actually play, not in their entirety, but we're going to give you a sampling of the top songs from right now.
Today.
Now, this is really, really weird. I'll get into this in more detail, but I could not find... There's 10 charts, and none of them have the same songs.
Of course.
So I will tell you the chart that I picked and why I picked it when we get to that portion of the podcast. We've done our sponsors. What I have failed to mention, though, is that Mr. Pittsburgh is in the house.
Hey, yins, guys. What's happening in that? I'm going down to Side down to Johnny. You go get some jumbo. That's for all you Pittsburghers out there.
On a chip chop for my loaf of time talk.
There you go.
What's going on with you? You said something's good happening.
No. Let me tell you a little story. I'm gonna
about a man named Jed.
You've heard it.
Sorry.
Damn it. But anyway, this story is titled "Snooze You Lose." Snooze you lose there.
Oh my, that doesn't sound like it's a story with a happy ending. Something tells me that we're going to be very sad. Bones, get ready for some sad trombone.
There we go. It does kind of have a happy ending. Anyway,
okay.
It kind of have a little happy ending, maybe just a little happy. Not the kind. That's not the happy ending I'm talking about. So,
can I get a happy ending with that? Thank you.
Thank you. So I go to work. Wow. I go to work Sunday morning, and you know, Eric...
Because you a working man.
Yeah, I am
He worked like a working man.
Our good friend Eric Anthony, you know him well.
Eric
Anthony.
The Viking.
My phone rings, so I look over.
Eric, for those of you who don't know Eric,
yes.
Eric played Blade's sidekick in the Blade movie series. That was Eric Anthony, yes.
I did not. I was wondering.
Everybody gets Eric Anthony and Chris Christopherson mixed up. People think Chris Christopherson was in that movie.
Yeah.
No, it's Eric Anthony.
Okay, well, there you go. Again, the more you know. So I look down. It's our buddy Eric, not the actor, but our buddy Eric, and I'm literally right in the middle of frying nachos, and I'm a cook. And potato chips, and so I can't get to the phone, so I miss the phone call. Now, normally I would just text him back, say, "Hey man, sorry, I'm at work. But, what do you need?" A couple of weeks ago he had tickets to go to Kennywood, but I was at work. But I didn't get a chance to text him back that day. So I'm gonna leave that story right there and let Lou tell us, because we'll come back to it. Don't worry, but. We're going to go to Lou.
I'm going to see Aerosmith.
Wait, what? How? How, Lou, is this possible?
Well, I got a phone call from our mutual friend who was in the Blade movie. And so he says, "Hey, man, what are you doing on Wednesday?" I'm like, working.
Yeah.
He goes, "Well, I mean, after that." I said, "Well, I don't know. Actually, my band was rehearsing, but he caught me off guard, and I said, no, He says, "Hey, man, you want to go see Aerosmith and the Black Crowes?" And I said, "Fuck yeah, I want to go see Aerosmith and the Black Crowes."
Oh yeah.
And he says he has 2 tickets. I said, "How do you get tickets?" He says, "I want them off of DVE, man." And that is
the 10th caller or something. One of those deals.
That's so I'm like how 19. My next sentence was, "How 1980s of you?"
Exactly. How'd you win your tickets? Oh, it was the 10th caller, man, into the radio station.
I remember when kids would try to win. They were saying, "I'm going to win. I'm going to stay up all night," and and everybody had a strategy. You start dialing at this, and you know what I mean,
My mom was a night switchboard operator at a hospital, and she would come home with all these albums because nobody's up at 2:30 in the morning listening, and when they're giving away a Barry Manilow album, if you're the 5th caller, she was the 5th caller. She was actually the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th caller. But we had I remember the one time she won the Pretenders album, and that just totally blew me away because I was just getting into rock and roll, and here are the Pretenders.
Pretenders 2. That's like their breakout album. That's really
Is
good.
it? No,
that's
the
one that's Bad Boys Get Spanked.
That's it.
Yeah, it's Pretenders.
That's it. And I just remember
Fucking
looking at
great.
it like we used to do, just looking at the cover, and the guy with the big sideburns. Remember that? I'm like, that's cool. Yeah, yeah. So we got some pretty good albums out of the deal. Oh my god.
So, but
had I answered the phone, this story might be completely different. But, see where I was going with that? So I think he tried to get a hold of me and couldn't get a hold of me, and then not that you're his second choice.
Wow, I see how you are now, Eric.
Yeah, I don't know if that's true or not.
That's just wow.
But when you were telling me the other day that you got a ticket or you're going to see Aerosmith because Eric had tickets, I'm like, and you said like he called me yesterday morning. I'm like, yeah, that's when he called me too.
Yeah, and I didn't call him back right away. He's like, text me when you get back.
Yeah, see, it was all down to whoever texted him, and I just got so busy that day. I'm like,
see?
I'll talk to him some other time. We got to get him on the show.
Martin Chambers, that's the guy with this. I believe. Yes. Is that the guy with sideburns?
I think so.
Oh my God! Hold on.
Who's Honeywell?
Yeah, Martin Chambers had the sideburns.
Okay.
James Honeymoon Scott was the bass player.
Okay, that's right.
And Honeyman Scott, and he. No, I'm wrong. Hold on. Yes. Let me back up. James Honeyman Scott was the lead guitarist.
Okay.
And he was very well respected, and a lot of people liked the style. Everybody thought he was. A lot of folks felt like he was doing something kind of unique and different with lead guitar, and he overdosed.
Yeah.
And so did Pete Farndon, who was the bass player.
Oh, jeez.
So I'm not sure. I believe that Martin Chambers, if the Pretenders go out, I believe that Martin Chambers is still the drummer.
Oh, cool.
I believe so. But they've had rotating personnel for the rest of everything else that they've done.
Yeah.
But so yeah,
right.
Cool. Yeah, I will give you my review next week.
Nice.
He wants to go down so goddamn early. I'm like, really?
No.
Yeah, it's like going to be. I don't want it to be a whole all day thing. Like it's already interfering with my routine.
Where's it going to be at? PPG or Star Lake, or
it's not in Star Lake. It's probably PPG.
Okay. I'd rather see an arena show than like an outdoor show anyway.
Really? Why is that? Because
you can feel the music. The music cannot escape into the air like outside.
But aren't you still outside at PPG?
No, that's the hockey arena. Yeah, no.
No. Oh, it's at the baseball stadium.
Oh, PNC Park.
I think it's not a PNC. What else is down there?
There's Acusure Stadium.
Now maybe it is a PPG. Maybe that's where it is. I don't know where it's going to be. I don't give a fuck. I like Aerosmith, but quite frankly, like, they're an oldies band.
Yeah.
That's fine. Like, it'd be cool. Is Joe Perry even like still? Because isn't he playing with the Hollywood Vampires?
Yeah, I believe he's on this tour.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see Joe Perry.
Nice. That's great.
Speaking of Joe Perry, Bernie Marsden, the guitarist from Whitesnake, passed away. Great guitarist.
Yep.
This week, in the past week or so, we've lost Steve Harwell as well from It Ain't No Joke. I'd like to buy the world a Coke and make the world to sing. Walking on the sun. Dun, dun, dun. All-Star, I think, was probably their
biggest
their
hit.
bigger hit. Yeah. But I liked Walking on the Sun a lot.
Yep.
That was on a cassette that somebody gave to somebody to erase to put new songs on. And one of them, I can't believe it. I believe the guitarist played back. Goes, wait a minute here. I think we need to make this into something. And that became their first single.
Nice.
Steve Harwell from Smash Mouth. Jimmy Buffett.
Oh.
Yep. No more buffets. Sorry. I remember in his heyday, he had and I think it was in the 90s, right? He was selling out the Pirate Stadium or whatever it was.
Three Rivers
Stadium.
Yeah.
He was selling it 2 nights in a row. Like he would play
2
stadiums.
nights in a row.
He was touring stadiums all over the country, and he was selling them out for 2 nights in a row. It's crazy. It's insane.
But not anymore. And the one song I really like of his is from Fast Times at Ridgemont High. It's Piccoli's theme. I don't know, and it's You can't find it anywhere. I think you can probably hear it on YouTube.
Spicoli's theme?
Yeah. Spicoli's theme. Let's see if we can find it.
Well, that comes up. Jimmy Buffett, I don't know. Let's give it a shot. Very distinctively 80s.
I like the bass. Nice, huh?
You tell me I'm running a lost time. You tell me I'm dragging my heels. Do you make the most out of our time? Do you think you know how I feel? I don't know which way I should go. I don't know.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Jimmy Buffett.
Jimmy Buffett.
And Gary Wright.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember who Gary Wright
Yes.
was? Most famously, he was famous for this song right here.
Yeah.
1972.
Wow.
I've just closed my eyes again. Climbed aboard the Dreamweaver train.
Gary Wright.
Trying to take away my worries of today. And leave tomorrow behind. Ooh, Dreamweaver, I believe you can get me.
Gary Wright was a former member of Spooky Tooth.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I did not know that.
His biggest songs were Dreamweaver and Love is Alive. That's a good song.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I like that. He played keyboards on former Beatle George Harrison's triple album All Things Must Pass.
Huh.
So a few tidbits about Gary Moore that you may not have known.
I didn't know that
Courtesy
last
of the Loudini Rock and Roll
Yeah.
Circus.
It's funny how a song can take you back. I'm thinking back to like I'm 7 years old in bed. The lights are out, but I've got the radio on, and that song comes on, and all that kind of cool mystical stuff at the beginning. I'm just like if I was smoking dope back then,
When I was 6.
that would have been awesome, right? But yeah, it's funny how a song will take you all the way back to when you're like 7 years old.
So
Yes.
Mr. Pittsburgh
Yes,
had an adventure this week, and
almost had an adventure.
what was your adventure?
With not answering the phone.
Oh, that was your
That was my
only
Eric
adventure.
Anthony, yeah, that's all the adventure I needed.
Aw.
Yeah.
I thought you said you saw a nice young man try to jump over one of those
I'll tell you the
things.
story. All right.
I mean, and like, it's tempting. I'd be honest with you, dude. I remember when Target came out and they put these things out, I was like, that you look like something you could play around, but they're hard as fuck.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, no way.
Yes, I was. I had to go to Target today. Target, the big, department store there. Yeah, and I don't know if you know anything about Target, our listening audience, but they have these big red concrete balls.
He said balls.
big balls.
That is not a ball sound.
No.
There's a ball sound.
Oh boy. So as I'm walking out, these three kids are walking in. And there's two girls. They must be maybe about 12 years old. And then maybe their little brother is with them. He's like maybe about 8 or so. And this kid said this in his head. He says, "I'm going to jump over that ball."
You saw it. You saw the gears turning.
Yep. And he started running.
I'm going to jump over this ball.
I'm
a giant ball jumping motherfucker.
Put his hands on the ball and began to lift himself up like a gymnast.
Oh.
Yes. And the legs went apart to go on either side of the ball. However, they didn't go apart far enough.
Oh, my.
And they caught the ball.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
And he went face first into the concrete. And it's one of the, that sickening.
Splat.
And I'm like, ooh.
Oh,
now, the young ladies that were with him, probably his sisters, they were very concerned as they burst into laughter. And I'm like, do I stop and help this kid? I'm like, no, that's he was up and he was dazed, but he was up and moving. I'm like,
there's
no,
guys that
fine.
we went to high school with. I'm telling you, if they'd have done it, we'd have busted out laughing.
Oh yeah. I used to jump over parking meters back in my nimble days up on Brookline Boulevard. I go down and jump literally.
You did not,
Yes,
really?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, I never miss because that area is very important. You don't want to hit that by chance.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jumping over parking meters.
Yeah, I gave that up a long time ago.
I remember I've been drunk a few times and used parking meters as like walking sticks.
Sure,
but
but not
jumping
actually
over,
jumping
not leaping
over them.
That's some athletic shit.
Yeah.
Anyway. I finally saw the Boogyman.
Ooh.
The 2023 movie that came out starring Sophie Thatcher, David Dashed
DoorDash.
Vivian, whoops. Oh, you whore in a nuts, cock in a ball's ass.
Wow, sir.
Sorry, god damn you.
Sir.
My fingers hit the wrong shit.
Oh,
the Boogeyman.
The Boogeyman. I'm a Boogeyman.
No,
Turn me on. It's a Bing Crosby singing it.
I'm the Boogeyman. I'm Boogeyman.
Turn me on.
Vivian Lyra Blair, Madison Hu, Chris Messina, Marin Ireland, Lisa Gay Hamilton are all in it. It is a horror movie. Written based off a Stephen King short story.
Okay.
It is pretty good. I would say, I would say, okay, I check it out. There is a kind of a plot hole, so don't think too hard about it.
All right.
But it's like well done. You know what I mean? Yeah, everything's really well. It's got a good tone. Like it's fast enough. It doesn't, bog you down. It's like one of those movies. I would say that this is probably going to become. It's not as good as Hereditary or one of those like wow, but this is going to probably be a movie that's going to become one of those Halloween favorites eventually for people.
Yep.
I would highly. So I would recommend that if you like horror movies. The little girl is really good. Vivian Lyra Blair, in particular, she really stuck out. She's the tiny little thing. I will tell you a movie that I did not think was I sort of felt like they telegraphed the twist. Sorry, it's a spoiler, I guess. Now you know there's a twist. Cobweb, It's okay. You might like it. I mean, if you like garbage. No, I'm just teasing. I'm kidding. That's what Keith. That's what Keith would say.
Yeah, you like garbage.
You like crap.
That's fine.
If you're a moron. Yeah. All right. It was okay. Like I said, the twist that they were trying to bring out was just like, okay, like we kind of. I felt like they telegraphed it, in my opinion. Twists are funny. Like you have to have enough stuff in there so that like when it happens, it doesn't feel like. A giant
way.
Yeah. And it also it can't be like, I figured that out 20 minutes into the movie. Yeah. You know what I mean?
A good one, Sixth Sense.
Yeah, the Sixth Sense does
twist
a good job.
At the end, you're like, wow. But then when you look back at the movie, you're like,
yeah, they're telling you in very, very subtle ways. It's very, very good. There's people that rip on that movie. There's a video on The Anti-Logic is the name of the YouTube channel. It's called, and he has a video called "There Is No Twist," and it's about that. And he really, he has a hard-on against M. Night Shyamalan. I disagree with him on this particular, but a lot of his videos are a lot of fun. He pulls out the weirdest fucking theories, and he's like, "Just follow me on this. Just follow me. Just listen. Just listen." I'm like, he's pretty cool. So check that out. But so yeah, and The Monster of Elendhaven by Jennifer Geisbrecht.
Mm-hmm.
Jennifer Geisbrecht is a new author. She's from Nova Scotia, young lady, street performer who's getting into becoming an author. Mm-hmm. This is a novella, and you can listen to it. And I put the link in the show notes. You can listen to the audiobook for free on YouTube. It's sanctioned by her. Okay. And there's a link for a not a Patreon, but maybe a PayPal.me or something like that. And it is a lot of fun. It is set in some... You get the feeling that you're in Victorian times. That there's no. What I love about her writing is one of the things I love about it is like she tells you the story, and you understand everything that you need to understand to get emotionally invested without being bogged down by the date and this is the year that the king of blah 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 took a crap and whatever. There's none of that. Like it doesn't take long before you get I see what's going on here. I see where we are, see who these people are, but it centers around the characters of Johann and Florian, and these two gentlemen have an interesting relationship. Johann is a monster. All right. And Florian is like he's a wizard. Florian is a wizard who is also kind of like a Frankenstein, Dr. Frankenstein-esque kind of scientist. Okay. And these two become friends and become more than friends. And yes, no, they do have a gay relationship. It's fucking hilarious. Like this is done so well. Like, one of the things, like we started watching, and I haven't finished it yet, so I won't review it. The Last Voyage of the Demeter. Okay. No, I take it back. Not The Last Voyage of the Demeter. Dampier. It's called Dampier. Okay. And I'm like, oh wow, finally a movie with like guys doing guy shit. You know what I mean? Yes. And no, the two lead guys are gay with each other. You know what I mean? It's like, but this, the Monster of Elendhaven, like they have to be gay. Like, it just adds to the story. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I love it that, like, maybe some people might consider it even making fun out of gay guys a little bit. I don't think so. If it is, it's the lightest ribbing, joking around you could do. Like, it's done very tastefully, very fucking funny. These guys just have this really interesting dynamic between them and what they get up to, the shenanigans that they get up to. It's a horror novel with a lot of comedy, and her writing style. The other thing about Jennifer Geisbrecht's writing style is it is beautiful language. Like, it's poetic in places. It's good. It's really like, and it's not long. It's not like, something that's going to take you hours and hours to get through. Like, I can't remember exactly how long the audiobook was. It's unabridged. It's very good, very enjoyable. Cool. And the person who reads it does a good job. It feels like slightly less than professional. Like maybe it isn't produced by one of those, companies that does all the books on Audible that are all like, yeah. You know what I mean? It's not like that, but it's still solid. I would recommend it. I saw, and also I'm up to the third, and I know that tonight they're releasing the 4th episode of Ahsoka. I'm going to watch it because why fuck not? There's nothing coming out because everybody's on strike. So many movies, like Dune's been delayed. All kinds of stuff's been delayed. But so I watched episode 3. Episode 3 is 30 minutes. It's the shortest one so far. And there is some cool space shit in it. There's some absolutely absurd space shit in it. What blows my mind, though, is how, like, the space battles, like, look. Because you could tell, like, the technology has come so far, and you really feel that. And that's one thing I will give them credit for. When they do these high speed like dog fights in space,
Right.
in fact, there is one in this movie that is just like a total like throwback to the original Star Wars.
okay.
In fact, they even took it to like the nth degree. The space planes that they're flying are very reminiscent. I don't know, the Japanese Zero or something like it. It's
okay.
It's got that kind of vibe.
Yeah.
They really have that
that's
kind of. They
kinda
really
neat.
have that kind of. So that's cool. You know what I mean? But. Like, there's stuff that doesn't make any fucking sense.
Yeah.
I mean, it's so dumb, you know? And it's unfortunate. Like, you know, I understand, you know, we want to have strong female characters. That's totally fine. That's cool. But they shouldn't be in a stupid story with stuff that doesn't make sense. You're actually not serving your strong female characters. You know what I mean? You're not giving them anything of consequence
good
to do.
story
Yeah.
to
You know what I
show
mean? Yeah, there's no
chops.
real,
Yes.
yeah. It's just like, you know, so all of that sucks, but, there was some cool, like, the way they did the space battles and stuff were pretty cool. There's an absurd moment with Rosario Dawson on the.
I thought you were going to say Rosie O'Donnell.
With
I'm like,
Rosie
whoa.
O'Donnell
You
is in it.
lost
Yeah.
me there, yeah.
Actually, Rosario Dawson stepped away, and Rosie O'Donnell stepped in for
in.
one week just to fill in. You know,
That was nice.
and Roseanne Barr is in it as well.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
That would be a show. I would like to create my own network sitcom. And it would have to be a network show. It couldn't be anything but a network show. With Rosario Dawson,
Yeah.
Rosie O'Donnell,
Sure.
and Roseanne Barr.
I like it. The Rosies.
The Rosie.
Ring around the Rosies. Oh, I knew it was in there. I knew it was in there.
Ring around the Rosies.
I like it. See?
Oh, good. I see.
Listen,
We
we got
figured it
paid
out.
the big
We
bucks.
should write a pitch and call Hollywood and say, "So this is strikes over.
Listen to
This is what
this.
we're gonna do." Ring around the Rosies. That's fucking brilliant, Mr. Pittsburgh.
Thank you. Thank
That's
you very
I'm
much.
just I'm humbled. I'm humbled. But it's still canceled. The show's been canceled. They somebody has proposed to Disney that they begin to split up the company, and this is probably. It would make a big difference. You can't do this, dude. You can't look, dude, man, you only have, even as a big corporation, you still only have so much bandwidth. There's
Right.
only so many projects and so many diversified things you can be in. You forget who you are is what
Right.
ends up happening.
Yeah.
When Disney was making primarily family friendly, and even when they went into the live action movies that were, had a little bit of adult themes or whatever, what was the name? They had a separate company though. They called it a separate company, and I can't remember what the name. It wasn't Amblin. I can't remember the name, but it had a name, and those were little bit more like the PG-13
Right.
kind of drama comedies starring people like Tom Hanks.
Exactly.
Yeah, they were doing that sort of thing. But for the most part, if it said Disney, we can take the kids. We're all going to have a good time. It's going to be well done. It isn't going to be there's a lot of kids stuff that's total fucking garbage.
Shit.
There's a lot of people think because it's for kids, fuck it.
Yeah.
But Disney, they were never like that. It was always no, we're going to make
this is gonna be quality
the top
stuff.
shit.
Yeah.
Everything that they did was the top fucking shit. And even folks that were adults gravitated. I would check out, if something got enough buzz, I wanted to see it, like The Lion King.
Yeah,
And I became a fan. I just rewatched the original Lion King, I don't know, 6-8 months ago. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Hakuna Matata.
Same to you.
Hakuna Matata.
And also with you.
But you can't do all this shit. You can't try to do that. And Star Wars and Marvel and Pixar and now Fox Entertainment. You can't. No, they're gonna do Alien movies.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's Sigourney Weaver is involved.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going to happen with that, but in any case, it's too much. Somebody needs, remember when we broke up Ma Bell in the 70s?
Yep.
Somebody needs to do it with Disney and Google.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'm a rant over. So let's talk about popular music.
Okay. Pop music.
Yeah. Right. So I made a kind of a dumb thing here. I created two lists.
Okay.
I created the list for today of the music that's popular right now, the top 10 from this week.
Sure.
And I started I started 10 to 1, with 10 being at the top.
Oh,
but I think I did the other one wrong.
Oh Lord!
I think I did. No, I got them right. They're right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I got them. Okay. And then so what I did was, so I'm like, well, what do you pick? Like, I want to compare today's music to like classic music. Like, so what do you pick? And so I just picked the year I graduated high school.
Okay.
1985.
Sure.
Okay. And from this particular week, we're like the first week of September, in 2023. So the first week in September of. In 1985.
Okay.
I would have already graduated because I would have graduated in May.
I would hope so. Yes.
But you get the idea what I'm saying here.
Yes.
So I am going to turn that off, and we are going to now get into something a little bit different here.
Okay.
So we're going to play a couple of we're going to play a bit of this stuff. This is a song. Oopsie daisy. Yes, this is a song by The Weeknd. It's called Popular.
Oh.
I have to say this too. There are several charts, and when I Googled, give me the top 10 songs of the week, like everybody had a different fucking list. Some of the songs were the same, but there's some of these had completely different lists.
Lovely.
So we no longer have
American.
Well, we
40.
do. That's what I did. I went to American40top40.com and got the list from them and the reason why was because that would have been the list I would have been listening to.
Exactly.
If I was 17, 18 years old and I was wanted to hear American Top 40, that would be that. I want to hear the top 40 songs of the week.
Exactly.
That would be the list I would listen to. So the first song is a song called Popular by a band called, or a group or an artist called The Weeknd.
Okay.
This also has one of those featuring.
Oh.
So
featured artist.
This is Playboy Cardi and Madonna are both on this.
Wow.
I've seen the devil down Sunset in every place, in every face.
Wait a minute.
Down Sunset, down Sunset, in every place.
Let's hold on a second.
What's going on over there?
Down Sunset.
Did she say I saw the devil got censored? Is that what she's
I
saying?
don't think so.
I've seen the devil down Sunset.
I seen the devil dancing something in every.
Got censored in every place, in every
dancing.
face.
She's saying dancing.
I saw the devil dancing.
Yeah.
Listen to my brain.
I've seen the devil down Sunset in every place.
Dancing something in every
face.
Okay. All right. Now that we got that worked out. Woo!
Tell me, do you see her? She's living her life. Even if she acts like she don't want the limelight. But if you knew it, she lives her life. She calls her paparazzi, then she acts surprised. Oh, I know what she needs. She just want the fame, I know what she thinks. Give it like a taste, run it back to me. Put it in the base, pray it's all to keep. Ooh, every night. She breaks in the sky, flashing lights. It's all she ever wants is begging on her knees to be popular. That's her dream to be popular. Kill anyone to be popular. Sell her soul to be popular. Popular, just to be popular. Everybody scream 'cause she popular. She mainstream 'cause she popular. Never be free 'cause she popular. Money on top of me, money on top of her. Money on top of me, money on top of her. Daddy fuck with me 'cause you know I'm popular. Daddy fuck with me 'cause you know I'm
I know that you
popular.
see me, taps on by. Spend my whole life running from your flashing lights.
I really like the melody. Da 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 da. I think it's very cool. I think it's really kind of got like a cool, like kind of a melancholy, emotional kind of thing going on. The drums are eerily similar to something Prince did. Like it really sounds like maybe they even sampled some drum
maybe.
sound from that, era or something. I could be wrong. And it's a song about the sort of shallowness of fame, right? So, I mean, like, okay, so how was that? I mean, like, right? Didn't we grow up with songs like that?
Sure.
Then we grew up with songs that had like a cool dance groove and a good melody. And now the singing with the sort of like, I apologize. This is a guy who's in his 50s trying to describe something that he doesn't completely understand. But it's the type of singing or phrasing with the words rolled tight together like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
now,
yeah.
that is something we didn't have. I don't really remember hearing stuff.
No,
there would be
not
more
really
air
spoken-
between the,
Yeah, it's not really spoken word, but the way he, I don't want to say sings, because I guess he's
No,
kind of
he's singing.
he's
No,
singing.
definitely
He's singing,
singing.
yeah. But yeah, the very closely.
Try to own it, but I'm alright. You can't take my soul without a fucking bite.
lot more liberal use of the F word.
Yes.
Like that wouldn't have flown in the 80s. It would have been it would have been bleeped, beeped.
Yeah.
Oh, I know what she needs. She just wants the fame. I know what she thinks. Give her lip till it's running back to me. Put it on her face. Baby, something. Ooh, every night.
Instead of breaking into a big anthematic kind of chorus, they do that kind of hip hop influenced type thing in the chorus. That's something that came along though. Hip hop, giant influence. Hip hop is was like kind of the new rock, right? It's like where all the you're going to hear this in a lot of the on the songs. I believe you're going to hear elements of hip hop, but what you're not going to hear, and I would just tell you so you're not disappointed, you're going to hear no rock. There isn't one thing on here that sounds anything like rock. So that's cool. That is The Weeknd, Playboy Cardi, and Madonna. So there's somebody we know involved in that, Madonna.
Sure.
Do you want to listen to the number 10 song from 1985?
Sure, we can.
From this week?
Yeah,
Sure, we'll
yeah.
kind of go back and forth.
All right. Very
Okay, so this is what it sounded like in 1985, the 10th song. Dollar check in somebody else's box. Nice harmony. More flourishes with melodic type things going on a little bit more with that female call and answer kind of thing going. Call and answer is something that goes way back to Negro spirituals. It's like one of the earliest forms of American music. And he employs it on this, that's another thing. I was inspired by Rick Beato's recent YouTube video, and he does this every once in a while. He plays the top songs and comments on them or whatever, except, he'll figure them out. I need to take his Beato ear training course so that I can learn to figure them out on the spot he does.
Like he does. Yeah. Yeah.
But, so that like really intrigued me, and then I listened to another YouTuber. I said his name wrong. Andy Edwards. Yeah, not Anthony Edwards.
Not
Andy
Anthony
Edwards.
Edwards.
And as well as Mary Spender did a video about this, and sort of like, is yesterday's music so much better? Like, I mean, that isn't that's a 3-minute song. The other song's a 3-minute and 30-some second song. There's not a lot of chord. Either one. I mean, yes, there's a little bit more going on harmonically with Prince, and that is a band. Mm-hmm. That's not a computer playing that. Whereas the song by
Weekend,
The Weekend,
Yeah.
is being played. You know, that's a computer. That's a computer.
That's all, yeah.
This is a band. This was still the revolution. This was the record that Prince did after Purple Rain, called "Around the World in a Day," which is a record I think is a really good record. It is not. The Purple Rain soundtrack, which is God. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you can knock guys for like saying, well, it wasn't as good as, but dude, really? If all you ever did was Purple Rain, like, that'd be fine.
That'd be it.
Okay,
Yeah.
But this guy's entire catalog. In any case, so that is a difference. These are 5 guys playing, and this might be one of them records where Prince played everything. Maybe not. Yeah. Maybe not. But it's Prince of the Revolution. Let's go ahead and jump into another song from today. So this may sound a little familiar to all y'all out there. All of a sudden, I'm from the South.
Captain Planet, Arab Spring, LA riots, Rodney King, deep fakes, earthquakes, Iceland volcano, Oklahoma City bomb, Kurt Cobain, Pokemon, Tiger Woods, MySpace, Monsanto, GMOs. Harry Potter, Twilight, Michael Jackson dies, nuclear accident, Fukushima, Japan, Crimea Peninsula, Cambridge Analytica, Kim Jong-un, Robert Downey Jr., Iron Man. We didn't start the fire. It was always burning since the
Okay, did he mention 9/11? I heard Oklahoma City.
Yeah. Maybe later in the song.
Well, I'm just saying, like, it was out of order now.
Well, I don't think it really cared.
No, he's kind of mixing things up.
Yeah.
Okay, now listen. Taking through QAnon, in there. Yeah, so go ahead because you like it.
I do like it, but why do I like it? Do I like it because I remember the original? I actually like it on its own merit.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, they're bringing up more current events than the Billy Joel song, but I really like the use of the guitars and things that wasn't really in the original.
Right, it's more of a rock and roll kind of
Yeah, it's
sound.
more of a rock and roll
Absolutely.
song. So
Absolutely.
I like it. Yeah,
And I apologize. I said there was no rock on this. That is
That's
I believe
right.
that is the one rock song
We're gonna give
that
him-
is on this.
we're gonna give it to him.
I would turn it off immediately. It's not something I would want to hear.
No,
No.
okay.
Just not something I would want to hear. None of those things have any good memories for me or anything like that. Maybe I'm just in a different place,
Yeah.
Also, so like it didn't ring my bell, but I got it and I understand why. And I get why it would be a big hit.
Sure.
I have a question.
Yes.
What is the licensing for something like that look like? Because like it's
Oh,
not
yeah.
like they're just covering
It's
the
not the
Billy
exact
Joel song.
song,
They got to
yeah.
get permission from Billy Joel to like change the lyrics.
Yeah.
Maybe he's like a guy who's like, well, some of these young guys and Fall Out Boy isn't that young. Fall Out Boy,
Right,
what? Early 2000s. I mean, they've been around for 20 years or something. You know what I mean? Maybe he was like the kind of guy who's like, young dudes want to do something with my music. Like it's a chance to maybe be heard by a younger audience. I mean, what does he have to lose?
Yeah. Not
Not really. I always thought is when the original song came out, it was I got it. It was okay, you know what I mean? And I actually learned stuff about history because there were things that I didn't know about, and I asked some people about, and some older folks, and they explained to me what thalidomide was and things like that. Yeah. It's on the album Stormfront by Billy Joel, and it became kind of my least favorite song on the album. I thought it was kind of gimmicky. He said when he originally wrote it that he was trying to write a hip hop song.
Oh, really?
And it was going to be, and he was going to do like that and not like, but he was like, that didn't work. I was like, thank God you didn't do that.
Yeah.
But it was a big hit, and I got why people like that, played up on people's nostalgia. And this is the nostalgia for like the late 20th century, early 21st century. So it's a little, I get it.
You get it.
I get it.
Right.
So, so that is the number 9 song from today. Here's the number 9 song. Ironically.
Oh. Mr. Joel.
Is actually a Billy Joel song.
Yeah, that's funny.
Okay, this kind of doesn't count because it's like 2 Billy Joel songs. That's too funny, right?
Yeah.
I didn't plan it this way. I had no idea.
That's really funny.
I think it's a great song. It's one of this is, unlike We Didn't Start the Fire, is one of my favorite Billy Joel songs. You're Only Human. It's one of the songs that's like makes you feel like, when you fuck up, it makes you kind of feel like, okay, I'm only human,
Yeah.
Second Wind. It's a good song. Chemical by Post Malone.
Oh, Most Malone.
Oh, I hear acoustic guitar.
Oh.
It's strong.
Oxytocin making it all okay. When I come back down, it doesn't feel the same. Now I'm sitting around waiting for the world to end all day. 'Cause I couldn't leave you if I tried. You break me, then I break my rules. Last time was the last time too. It's fucked up, I know, but I'm still outside of the party, smoking in the car with you. Seven Nation Army fighting at the ball with you.
It's a White Stripes reference, Seven Nation Army.
Oh, yes.
Tell me what I gotta do, 'cause I can't let go. It's chemical. No, I can't let go. It's chemical. Every time I'm ready to make a change.
Neat. I think it's kind of a nice song. I think it's pretty. Not what I expected from him at all.
No.
And so far, I could imagine being like in my late teens and hearing Popular by The Weeknd and kind of like being one of those songs that maybe I wouldn't want to admit that I liked.
Right.
But kind of grooving
But I
to
like
it.
it.
I mean, it's about, a hot chick and, you know what I mean? This is kind of melancholy songs that, we did have been on the charts off and on over the years. Every generation has those. Every generation has those, emotional kind of songs. What's our number 8? This is not like that at all.
No.
This is a Phil Collins song that I thought was kind of cool.
Yeah, I liked it. Here we go.
Now listen to that drum sound.
Yeah. Wow. Ancient.
The 80s.
Ancient.
There came a night, leaving fear behind. Shadows around the ground. Oh, nobody knew where to find him. No evidence
You know, one of the things that people say about today's music is it's like really about the production. You know, there's all this sounds kind of coming in and out. And like, you know, this has that though.
Oh, yeah.
This really, this is amazingly produced. Like, this took a long time to get all those sounds of pop and stop and come back. And like, you know, there's somebody said, and guys, there's no fucking Pro Tools.
No.
These are guys turning faders up and pressing mute buttons, and you know, might be a couple of them or three of them, you know, at the mixing console, creating this. Now, this is also a little bit of a longer song. This is 4 minutes and 49 seconds long. Okay, so moving right along. Paint the Town Red by Doja Cat.
Oh, my.
Paint the Town Red.
Yes, indeed.
Come here, computer. Don't mess with me.
Computer.
Like Scotty, right? Right? Wait a minute. I heard this before. I'm like, wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute. Did I play the wrong song?
Yeah,
I did not.
Start it again.
Look at the next lyrics.
Yeah, bitch, I said what I said. I'd rather be famous instead. I let all that get to my head. I don't care, I paint the town red. Bitch, I said what I said. I'd rather be famous instead. I let all that get to my head. I don't care, I paint the town red. She the devil, she a bad little bitch, she a rebel. She put her foot to the pedal. It'll take a whole lot for me to settle. She the devil, she a bad little bitch, she a rebel. She put her foot to the pedal. It'll take a whole lot for me to settle. Yeah, said my happiness is all of your misery. I put good dick all in my kidney.
Wow.
I put good dick all in my... See, like, now, there were songs that came out in the 80s that people were like, whoa, Darling Nikki, right? You know what I mean?
Ooh.
But this is this next level shit. I put good dick in all my kidneys.
Wow.
I put good dick in all my kidneys.
Wow.
I don't know. Maybe some of you ladies could write into us and tell us, like, do you want good dick in your kidneys?
Your kidneys?
I mean, what I think she's saying is, like, she wants it so big that it, like, bumps up against the kidneys.
Exactly.
Wow. I think that, like, this song definitely has merit. I can completely understand why girls, you know, are feeling when you're feeling a little saucy. You know what I mean? Like, every generation has those kind of like salty, saucy kind of song. This is like crazy over the top with the dick in the kidneys thing. But still, you get the idea, right?
Sure.
You would understand why girls might want to sing along like, she put her foot to the pedal. I'll take a whole lot for me to settle. Yeah. Said my happiness is all of your misery. Wait a minute. There's the words before that. She the devil, she a bad little bitch, she a rebel, she put her foot to the, you know what I mean? Like, you can get, like, why young girls would be, you know, want to rock out to this. And it kind of probably, here's what happens when you sing lyrics like that. It makes you feel like a badass.
Sure.
That's what they're doing. They're just having some fun with that.
Yes.
Like, you know, I mentioned that I had watched the video by Mary Spender about this topic, and her video is called "My Opinions on Boomer Nostalgia."
Okay,
and she raised some really good fucking questions. Like, yes. It's almost impossible. What she's trying to say. Let me back up. What she was saying. If I could paraphrase, is that like kids today are kind of in a bad position because like they have this history,
right? And
they're being told that like the Beatles and Carole King and Led Zeppelin and Black, like you know what I mean? It's like it's this giant thing, you know, and do you need to live up to that?
Right.
But that music to them isn't their music, but yet,
Right.
You know what I mean? So, and they don't have the ability to become big rock stars like you were able to do from the late 60s to the late 90s.
Mm-hmm.
There was a thing in place with the way the record industry was structured where, you know what I mean? And like a lot of artists who did a lot of different kinds of music could get really famous. I mean, you had bands like Wilson Phillips and Nirvana on the charts at the same fucking time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you know, it was a totally different scene. And I, you know, another thing the comment that I added on her video was this, that there's a lot of, I'm a Gen Xer, I'm not a boomer, I'm a Gen Xer, but there's a lot of us Gen Xers who listen or have what I call rose-colored hearing aids.
Yes.
And that we listen to old music with.
Yep.
Listen, kids, for every one of these Paint the Town Red songs, there were songs like that. They weren't as explicit, but there were songs like that were just about teenage hormones
Angst.
popping out.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yep.
and, you know, like they were silly. There was no chord changes. Like that. Us Gen Xers, boomers, etc. Like we want to kind of like, you know, our music was so. We have plenty of silly songs that were on the chart.
Oh, sure.
Plenty.
Yes.
There was plenty. You ever heard the Popcorn song?
Uh-huh. Yes.
It's like, what the fuck is
Hot
that?
buttered popcorn. Yep.
Stupid.
But it was on the radio.
It was on the radio and you grooved out to it. You didn't give a fuck. Billy, Don't Be a Hero. Sugar. I mean, there are tons of dumb fucking songs.
Right.
You know, tons from every generation has their dumb shit. You know. The other thing is, and Mary Spender pointed out that, like, you know, would Simon and Garfunkel have been able to write and make the music they made if they had to be on Instagram posting all day?
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's a giant distraction. It really is. It really, and I think that the simplistic kind of music with emphasis on using the computer to enhance the production, I think completely makes sense. It makes total sense to why these kids make the music that they make. This is the world they live in.
Exactly.
You know, the computer. Well, we just use the computer. You know.
Yeah.
You know. Now, why not? Like, it's not even a question. Like, you know, us old dudes are like, oh my God, you don't get it. But to them, like, this is what they know. I mean, we knew guitar, bass, drums, keyboards, occasional saxophone, you know, maybe some Chicago had a whole horn section, like whatever. But, you know, that's what we knew. You guys have something different going on. You're making music with what you have and what the time and stuff that's available to you.
Exactly.
Well, I'm not going to do. This is taking a really long time. I apologize. So we're going to kind of go through the rest of these a little quicker. The song that matches at the same chart place is "Cherish" by Kool and the Gang.
Oh, all right.
Which is a very tender love ballad. Let's listen to "Slide."
Oh, here we go.
This is "Slide Up in a Bitch" by Chinx.
Huh.
You don't say Chinx, huh?
Huh.
I don't think the Chinx is Chinese. What do you think?
No. I think he's.
So there's no racial slur should be implied.
What if it's Chinx?
It's not.
What if it's Chinx and we're mispronouncing
It's not Chinx.
Sorry, Chinx.
I promise you, this is Chinx.
Okay.
Maybe it is Chinx.
That's funny, right?
Yeah.
Now
it
I've
could be
created
funny.
doubt. Okay.
Oh, whatever. It's all good.
That's right.
This is 2 minutes and 46 seconds.
Oh, wow.
Auto-tune. That was something that we did not talk about, but I believe auto-tune is heavily involved in every single one of these songs we've listened to so far.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially, I don't know about the Fallout Boy. At least the Fallout Boy wasn't super noticeable, but the other ones all had
you
that
could
kind
tell.
of like,
You could hear that.
and the auto-tune sound is like, I don't know, is that like distortion on the guitar?
Maybe.
You know, like,
It's
I
the
mean,
new
we
distortion.
gotta, like, us old dudes, we gotta let the kids make the music that, we gotta let them make the music they make.
Yeah.
For kings.
what your bitch like. She bend it over, nigga, just might. Broke nigga, get your shit right. Before a nigga slide up in your bitch like. Before you even know it, nigga slide up in your bitch like. Before you even know it, nigga slide up in your bitch like. Can't tell.
We could get kicked off of Rock Rage Radio.
Yeah. Wow.
All right, we're not going to play too much of that. That's pretty much the whole song.
Yeah.
N-word, N-word, B-word, B-word, N-word, like, you know, N-word, N-word.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm going to start a new band.
Are you?
I'm going to call it the N-word. It's too much. It's too much. Chinx, I'm sorry, brother. I have to draw the line at Chinx.
Nope.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to say
really
no.
not our
I really have to say, like, this is the first one we've come to that I got to say absolutely not.
No.
This corresponds to. We got just a second. Come on. We need to give this. We need to give this a half
Contrast the last song to this song.
Yeah. Look at them.
Yo-yos, that's the way you do it. You play the guitar on MTV. That ain't working, that's the way you do it. Money for nothing and your chicks for free.
It's the song is longer. The song's around 6 minutes, but the current versions remove the second verse.
Oh, really?
The little faggot with the earring and the makeup.
Yep.
So that's just, y'all need to, like, there's
Lighten up.
a concept called presentism.
Yeah.
And that is where we judge the past based on present ideals or morals or whatever. And it's a wrong way to look at history. So yeah, a little bit different than
Yeah.
Slide Up in a Bitch.
Slide Up in a Bitch.
Okay, Cruel Summer by Taylor Swift. I'm
Okay.
thinking, okay, we have the second cover now on the list. Cruel Summer by Ace of Base. It's a cruel summer, right?
Yes.
I was wrong.
No, it's a different
I was wrong.
song.
It's a completely different song.
Well, ain't that some shit?
It's a Taylor Swift song.
Oh, all right then.
People dream high in the quiet of the night. You know that I caught it. Bad boy, shiny toy with a price. You know that I caught it. Killing me slow out the window. Always waiting for you to be waiting below. Devils roll the dice, angels roll their eyes. What doesn't kill me makes me want you more. And it's blue, the shape of your body is blue. The feeling I got it is it's cruel summer. It's cool, that's what I tell 'em, no rules. Break a little heaven, but it's cruel.
I don't hear one instrument. I hear everything done in the computer with the vocals.
yeah.
Lots of auto-tune, lots of production. I don't really know what else to say about it.
Yes.
Well, not one of my favorites on the list.
No.
Not because it's Taylor Swift. I actually heard, I started on with a different list, and the first song was Miley Cyrus.
What?
But it's not on
not on this
like,
one.
it's not on this one. Yeah, it's bizarre.
Huh.
And I actually like the song.
Okay.
I thought it was cool. I thought it was well done.
Okay.
So, this is not, I typed that wrong. That's not what that is. But
Okay.
the song that corresponds to this one
Yes.
is this one. And this is a classic. Do you think that's a Rockman? Listen to that again.
Ooh. It might be. It might be.
Played it till my fingers bled. Was the summer of '69. Me and some guys from
Yeah, cool song. Bryan Adams, Summer of '69. It's a classic. It's a fucking classic. Will Cruel Summer by Taylor Swift become a classic? We don't know. I'm not here to judge. Let the kids make the music they want to make.
That's
that
right.
was up there with Slide Up in a Bitch. Like, it just did not bring me. This is not Cruel Summer.
No.
This is a cover song. And wait till you hear what song. And this blew my mind to find out this was on the charts this week.
I might have heard this. Hold on. Yeah, I've heard this.
Tracy Chapman did it originally in the 90s.
You got a fast car, and I want to take it to anywhere. Maybe we make a deal. Maybe together we.
He has a really good voice. Is he Luke Combs? Is he a country artist? Like, he really could sing. He could sing country. He sounds great.
Get somewhere, any place is better. Starting from zero, got nothing to lose. Maybe we'll make something. Me, myself, I got nothing to prove. You got a fast car, and I got a plan to get us out of here. Been working at the convenience store. Managed to save just a little bit of money. Won't have to drive too far. Just to cross the border and into the city. And you and I can both get jobs. Finally see what it means to be living. See, my old man's got a problem. You live in the bottle, that's the way it is. Said his body's too old for working. His body's too young to look like his. So mama went off and left him. She wanted more from life than he could give. I said, somebody's gotta take care of him. So I quit school and that's what I did. You got a fast car. Is it fast enough so we can fly away? Still gotta make a decision. Leave tonight or live and die this way. So I remember when we were driving in your car. Speed so fast it felt like I was drunk. City lights lay out before us, and your arm felt nice wrapped around my shoulder. And
Okay, we won't torture you with the whole thing. I like it. I like the original song.
Yeah.
I kind of like this a little bit better. Is that wrong?
No, see, I'm the opposite. I really like this song. He's got a great voice.
I kind of like this better.
But I don't know.
You like the original better? You're sticking with the original? Okay,
I'm
sticking with the
sticking
original.
yeah.
Okay, that corresponds to... Oh, this is...
Okay.
Just for half a second.
Yes.
Just for half a second.
Real quick.
Urethra.
Yeah. Funky.
I mean, you could use the Monty Python line. And now for something completely different.
Exactly.
Let's move forward. Freeway of Love by the Queen. What, is she the Queen of Soul, Aretha Franklin?
Yeah. And like we've talked about before, this song was on the charts the same as Summer 69.
Yeah. And Money for Nothing. Yeah. There's rock. Definitely was a lot of rock. And so let's move right along to Creepin'. The Weeknd shows up again.
Oh.
The Weeknd is on the charts 3 times.
Well, they must be good.
They have to be good.
They better be good.
They have songs on the charts. That means you're good
Yeah.
automatically, right?
Somebody said they saw you. The person you were kissing wasn't me, and I would never ask you. I just kept it to myself. I don't wanna know if you're playing
So a cheating song.
A
They
cheating
still
song.
write cheating songs.
They sure
this
do.
is one thing that I think that like, songs that make you feel cool, songs about, that money and power aren't all what it's
Right,
correct.
right.
Like these are all these are all themes that like, nothing's changed.
no.
They're writing songs about the same shit we all go through every fucking day. So we're heading into the last couple here. Vampire by Olivia Rodrigo. But the song that corresponded to the last one on our list is "We Don't Need Another Hero" by Tina Turner.
yes.
It's a great song. Vampire by Olivia Rodrigo. Rodrigo. Why am I doing that? I don't know.
I don't know.
Hate to give the satisfaction asking how you're doing now. How's the castle built of people you pretend to care about? Just what you wanted. Look at you, cool guy, you got it. I see the parties and diamonds. Sometimes when I close my eyes, 6 months of torture you sold to some forbidden paradise. I loved you truly. You gotta laugh at the stupidity. 'Cause I've made some real big mistakes, but you make the worst one look fine. I should have known it was strange. You only come out at night. I used to think I was smart, but you made
She's in love with a vampire. I get it.
Yep.
the way you sold me for parts. You sunk your teeth into me. Bloodsucker, dream crusher, bleeding me dry like a damn vampire.
Looks like some lyrics have been edited.
Apparently, yes.
Every girl I ever talked to told me you were bad news. You called them crazy. God, I hate the way I called them crazy too. You're so convincing. How do you lie without flinching?
That's cool.
Mesmerizing, paralyzing, trapped.
This is cool. It's a cool
I
song.
like the song,
It's a
yeah.
cool song. It's cool. I think it's cool. I get why people like it, and I so far, with the exception of a couple things here, I really just feel like okay, like this is
It's
just the
just-
pop songs
yeah.
that with the technology and stuff that they make. Again, completely different. This is the number 2 spot back in
Oh,
1985.
Gonna go
Completely different.
It's a curious thing. Make a one man weep, make another man sing. Change your heart to a little white dove. More than a feeling, that's the power of love.
Again, this is a full band.
Yeah, I was just
These are
saying that.
1, 2,
Versus-
3, 4, 5,
Yeah.
6 guys playing, playing parts.
Versus a computer.
There's no computer
Yes.
at this time at all. No Pro Tools. I don't know. Would this have been the era of still 2-inch audio tape, or would we have been to digital audio tape yet? I don't know, but we would have been crossing over
very
soon.
close, yeah.
Very close,
Yeah.
but still, yeah. And it really does sound like a band. Mm-hmm. Yes,
You can
they
hear
went in
each
and like
instrument.
yeah,
know?
yes, they went in and they probably recorded the bass and drums, and then laid the rest of stuff down. I
But
get all that, but still, it's band.
Everyone's represented.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that and from a song about a vampire to a song about a time traveler, because that is from the movie Back to the Future.
Back to the Future.
Oh, okay, and here we are at the number 1 song for this week. This is another The Weeknd,
Oh boy.
just in time for the weekend.
Ah, nice.
the feeling I'm going through. I just can't say I don't love you, 'cause I love you.
Ooh. Is that, you think that vibrato is him doing that, or you think that's auto-tune?
That's auto-tune. Yeah.
It's hard for me to commit.
Did you ever see the,
Sad,
did you ever
sad to say that, but yeah.
do you ever watch the YouTube channel Wings of Pegasus? This dude's really good.
I might
He's
have.
really into vocals, and he has some kind of gizmo that allows you to see if it's auto-tuned or not.
Oh, really?
It's really
that's
neat.
kinda cool.
It's really fucking cool.
Communicate the thoughts that I hold, but tonight I'm gonna let you know. Let me tell the truth, baby. Let me tell the truth. Yeah, you know.
It sounds artificial. You're right.
I
Yeah.
don't think it. See it in your eyes. You hate that you want me. Hate it when you cry. You're scared to be lonely, especially in the night. I'm scared that I'll miss you. Happens every time. I don't want this feeling. I can't afford love. I try to find reason to pull us apart. It ain't working 'cause you're perfect, and I know that you're worth it. I can't walk away. Even though we're going through it and it makes you feel alone, just know that I would die for you.
Yeah, this is a song, when they play it, the DJ plays it like, the girl like you've been looking at all night, you ask her to dance with you. I get it.
Sure.
I get it.
Been there.
I get
Yeah.
it. Would definitely not be my number one song. I'm not really, I don't think, I like the first Weekend song with this. It was better. That was probably my most
Out of the three.
out of the three. The
Yeah.
other two I didn't like as nearly as well. So I'm going to say that like the ones I thought were best on this list were Chemical by Post
Yeah.
Malone. Even though I wouldn't probably crank up Paint the Town Red by Doja Cat, I get it.
Yep.
I understand. I get Cruel Summer, man, didn't really do much for me.
Yeah.
Slide Up in a Bitch,
Oh,
nah.
you
by
know?
Chinx.
What?
But Fast Car, because I'm old and I like an old song.
Sure.
Again, The Weeknd, man, Vampire by Olivia is pretty cool.
I like that. Yeah, I like that.
And the number one song this week in 1985, and I got to be very honest with you, I'm still very meh on this song. So this is a perfect example of
Okay.
like something I don't think is
Yeah,
that great.
yeah.
It was the number one song. Is that a guitar?
What's that? It's been so long since I heard one.
You don't see the writing on the wall. Passing by, moving straight ahead, you knew it all. But baby, sometime if you feel the pain, you'll find you're all alone. Everything has changed. Play the game. You know you can quit until it's won. Soldier on, only you can do what must be done. You know in some way you're not like me. You're just a prisoner, and you're trying to break free. I see no horizon underneath the blazing sky. I'll be where the eagles flying higher.
Okay, I thought this song, and I'm just going to say it's politically incorrect, I thought the song was fucking gay when it came out. I still think
Wow.
it's fucking gay.
Wow.
Do you like it? Do you
No,
like it?
I do not like the song, actually. I don't know if
These gays
because it was
fuck.
over. Yeah, it's just very.
I think what happened was I think the movie was a popular movie. It had actors that those young cute actors that everybody liked at the time. What they call it, the Brat Pack.
The Brat
whatever, you know
Pack,
what
yep,
I mean? This was a sort of younger generation's. What was the movie with? That had all the '60s songs. It all takes place at a guy's funeral. It was a really Lawrence Kasdan wrote the script. It was huge. It was fucking Jeff Goldblum was in it. Tom Berenger is like everybody's fucking it. What the name is that movie? But they said that this was the Brat Pack's version of that. Oh, it's gonna come to me. It has always heard it through the grapevine. Is in like a bunch of 60s.
Oh shit! What is that? Oh my god! Fudge.
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't say fudge.
Speaking of 80s movies.
Wow,
Yeah,
what is the name of
that's
the
a
movie? I know
classic
exactly
movie.
which one you're talking about.
And so this was
not terms of
no, it wasn't terms of
Jesus.
enquirement, but this was a sort of considered like that with like younger. Well, it's a shame we can't
I
find some way to look it up.
yeah.
I know Tom
I
Berenger.
knew it would eventually come to
And
me.
Kevin Costner was supposed to be in it. He's the guy in the coffin.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So Jeff Goldblum's in it?
They go Jeff Goldblum, Tom Berenger. I think Jo Beth Williams is in it.
Yeah, she is.
What is it? Say it.
Take a chill pill. I got to go all the way
Oh my
back
God!
in
1980
time.
something or other. The Big
know.
Chill. You said chill pill. It's the Big Chill.
Take a chill
That's the
pill.
Big Chill. It's the Big Chill.
I'm
That was the
still
movie.
looking it up.
It's the Big Chill.
It's
Yeah.
not terms of endearment.
No, it's the Big Chill.
Oh, it's the Big Chill.
I put links to the websites we used for the songs if you want to go back and revisit them real quick. I discovered this band a few years ago and forgot about them. And then thank you, YouTube brought them back to me. This is a band called The Vintage Caravan. And
Oh.
Napalm Records. Cool. This is a cool
nice.
YouTube channel. There, I was thinking of the Heart Full of Soul by the Yardbirds. I kind of want to hear that.
Yeah,
That's what
I
this
hear
is.
it. Yeah.
Lost days and wasted nights, eyes open wide, looking straight into the light, can't tell wrong from right. I go through hell for what I love, I go through hell for you, still shining bright from above, our journey's far from through. I can't keep on like this, but I really don't wanna go. Forever waiting, but got nothing for it to show. Oh.
Hell by the Vintage Caravan. The Vintage Caravan are a band from, you'll never believe it, Iceland.
Iceland.
Iceland has rock and roll. They formed in 2006
Wow.
by guys whose names I won't even attempt to pronounce.
Yeah. Oscar Logie, Oscar and Goldwyn.
Oscar Goldman.
Yeah, Oscar Goldman.
The band has released 5 studio albums and are currently signed with
Wow.
Napalm Records.
That's very cool.
Cool bands, dudes. You're into some cool bands, man. So that is a new song that is rock and roll. That it's of course is not.
It's your
What kind
cat.
of bullshit was
your,
that?
Your cat just
Ah, damn cats.
Damn cat. Shit down.
But yeah, it's not on the charts.
Yeah.
But maybe if you go and you check them out and play them enough, maybe they could get on some kind of
get some
chart.
interest.
I want to say a couple things about the charts.
Yes.
First of all, I think it's very telling that like there's like 10 charts and they're all can be very wildly. Some of the songs cross over, some of them don't at all. I think that that's kind of telling. Here's something that y'all need to know too. Like, you can buy these positions.
Oh,
like, yeah, no. There's bots and companies and stuff that will stream your song over and over until it gets on the charts. Like, don't like. This is like not. Like the idea that we don't know really what's going on. So like, are they really the most big? For all we know, Vintage Caravan song is the biggest song. I don't know.
they didn't pay anybody. Yeah,
I don't know, but that can absolutely be done, and it's not that expensive to do. You can absolutely do it. There's people that have tools, apps and stuff that can make that happen for you. Yeah. So how legit the charts are.
Who knows?
And I know, there was payola and stuff in our day too. I get it. But it's just something to consider in the days of the internet and computers when everything is so fake, Real quick, what was that? Do you ever sit down and listen to full albums?
It's been a long time since I have.
Okay.
Yeah, it's been a long time since I have.
Because I've been trying to do that more and more, and I listened to 2 really good albums.
Okay.
This week.
Yes.
The first album I listened to was
yes.
Perfectly Good Guitar by John Hyatt.
Oh, okay.
It's a really good record. It's he did a series of records. That one, Little Head, a few of them he did like back to back. They really brought like a lot of cool electric guitar stuff. Well, he was always worked with guys like Ry Cooder and Sonny Landers. So like, but this record, Perfectly Good Guitar, works with Michael Ward, who's the guitar player for the Wallflowers.
Yes. Okay.
And you really get to hear what Michael can really do on the guitar. It's very, very cool. He's got a cool tone. Have you ever seen that Les Paul? It looks almost like a 335. You know what guitar I'm talking about? It has a chicken head knob to select the sounds on. It's gold. You know what I'm talking about? But that's the guitar he plays. It's called a Les Paul.
Oh, it's like a double cutaway, right?
But it's like kind of more like a 335.
Is it a semi hollow body?
Yeah.
Then it's a Les. Yeah, it's the Les Paul. They actually made a hollow body called the Les Paul.
Weird.
I think it might be the Signature.
Maybe.
Might be called the Signature.
But that's the guitar he plays.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's a very cool record. I was cranking that up, enjoying it. And the song that played after the album had finished. So I've been. This is sort of like, more about the YouTube music app. YouTube Music was "And We Danced" by the Hooters.
Oh, the Hooters, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, oh, what a great song to follow this album up with. But yeah, if you haven't heard that in a long time, it's a really good record. Also, a record. Then the other record that I listened to the whole way through was "Pieces of 8" by Styx, and that has some classic songs on it. It's got "Blue Collar Man," which is like a classic rock staple. "Renegade" is on that album.
That's the guitar, right?
Yeah,
I was right. It was the Signature. Yeah.
As well as "I'm Okay," which is a song that, as a kid, an awkward kid,
right.
"I'm Okay" by Styx made me
like,
feel like I'm okay.
Maybe I'm okay.
Maybe I'm okay too.
Sure.
But yeah, "Pieces of 8" by Styx. That's a good record.
Oh, cool.
Guys, thanks so much for hanging out with us. LoudiniRockandRollCircus.com is where you can find out more information about us and everything we do. Go to RockRageRadio.com, download the free app, and listen to great music programming 24/7. And please patronize Wolf's Customs if you are in the market for some great artwork for your musical instrument. Mr. Pittsburgh, anything else you would like to add before we wrap up for today?
Don't ever, you're going to be tempted, I know, but don't ever try to jump over one of those Target red balls out in front of the store. Target balls can be bad for your health. Chomper, sick balls. Yep, Sandlot. Stand By Me. Oh, Stand By Me. Yeah. I was thinking of the other dog. No, it's definitely It's a good thing you're here. I would have totally fucked that up. I don't know, guys. What do you think? I was trying to bring out the similarities as well as the differences. I hope that you guys picked up on that. Yeah. And I just picked 1985 because the year I graduated from high school. Mm-hmm. You could do 1975. Probably be really weird. Really different. Yeah. I think when Rick Beato did his list, he did compare it to stuff from the 70s. Oh, really? I believe. Because okay. he's a little bit older than us. Yeah. So, it's still the same topics. that are being covered.
Yeah.
It's just like it's the production.
And I think it's still the same kind of things that people are kind of going for too in music. You know what I mean? There's we're trying to find stuff you can hook onto and you can remember easy and sing back to, and stuff that is kind of generational, that kind of reflects how the generation feels. I mean, the lingo and stuff. The other thing is the copious use of the F word is like, that's fine, whatever. We're all like open-minded here, but it just would not have flown
back in the day,
back in our day, but neither would Archie Bunker fly in this day. So
that is true. That is true.
So, okay, guys, thank you guys so much for hanging out, and we'll catch you all. Mr. Pittsburgh, you sure? Nothing else you want to say?
Nope.
No, okay.
All right.
All right, guys, thanks so much for hanging out. We'll catch you all on the next Loudini Rock and Roll Circus.
See ya.